Well, I got some things I need to go do in town this evening. I also have an appointment in the morning I need to be at, so and being as my Tundra decided it was done getting around, I am now on the good graces of Pat and Turner. You know, pat them feet and turn them corners. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out right now as it's about 1 o'clock. So I can be there for a meeting tonight and then my appointment tomorrow morning. So I don't mind hitchhiking. I've done it a lot over the years, and so it's nothing to me to be able to do that. I get to check out the scenery, you know, get a little exercise. It can be fun. It can be aggravating at times, but I'm okay with that. One thing for certain, you can get a whole lot of footage. You know, it's a little bit chilly out here, but it isn't really that bad. I mean, this is a perfect time to be hitchhiking and stuff when you're doing it, because summertime is really, really hot. And this here is really nice weather. It's a crisp breeze. And it's just pretty. So you don't have to worry about getting too hot. Not like that. It's got a little bit of a breeze going, but it isn't too bad. It doesn't make it unbearable. So I didn't wear a heavy jacket. I only wore my hoodie. As long as I keep moving, I should be warm enough to be able to beat the chill, which is working pretty good. A little chilly on the hands, but that's okay. So we haven't had a ride yet, but we'll just have to see how far I gotta walk. I mean, the walk is worth it though, because it definitely is a beautiful day today. As I'm walking here, I figure I'll just share a little bit about myself. I know some are probably out there wanting to know a little bit more about me, so I give you a little bit of a rundown. So I've been clean and sober for 3.5 years so far. I was a drug dealer, user, alcoholic for 27 years. From the time I was 15 until I was 42, I always knew that there was confidence in doing that stuff and everything. However, I didn't realize that that was false confidence. So I'm just now learning that as I'm sober. I have 5 boys. I got Taylor, Stephon, Jacob, Quentin, and Dante. I love each and every one of them so much. They are amazing kids. So thankful that the Lord blessed me with 5 boys. One of them lives up here where I live. Then one of them lives a few towns away. And then I got 3 of them, they live down in Spokane, Washington, which is quite a ways away from here. So I don't get to see them as often as I like to. Miss them like crazy. See, I have traveled a lot in my youth. I love to travel. I don't do it as much as I used to. However, I'm thinking I'm going to get back into doing that. I miss the adventure. And things are probably so much better. No, not probably. They are so much better when you're clean and sober doing them. So it would be awesome to be able to go and share new experiences and travels and probably be able to remember a lot of them and what happens. So I know I've been a lot of places. I remember some things, but some things are just gone with the wind. Okay, so that was nice. Gentleman from Loomis, he picked me up and brought me here to Oroville. He had some stuff here in Oroville he needed to do, so that was a blessing. So hallelujah. Get me a good coffee to stay nice and warm. That nice chill walk into town. Hitchhike ride. Oh, tastes pretty good. Can always use a little bit of coffee once in a while. It's been a good time in my childhood growing up here in Oroville. It's a nice little town. Just can't seem to get away from it. That's how much I love it here. It's a beautiful little place, just right on the Canadian border. Well, on my way to my sister's now. Stopped over at the Eagles for a minute. Have a little bit of a rest. I'm walking and oh. So the other day when I was hitchhiking to town, this gentleman just happened to pick me up right away and brought me all the way to Oroville, and God bless the guy for doing that. It was really nice of him. And so now I'm on my way back out of Oroville. I spent a few days out down here in town at my sister's, had a few things I had to do. Wanted to make sure I made it to all the addictions class or meeting, whatever you want to call it. And then had some other things to do, church yesterday. And so now I'm on my way home and just figured that I would grab a little bit of footage as I made my adventure all the way there hitchhiking. It's early in the morning, so we have all day to get there. It definitely is a beautiful day out here today this morning. It's a great time to be out on the road and out in the atmosphere. I just like the way the fog back there is kind of crescents that mountain back there. It's like a little blanket, just kind of keeping it warm. So it's really beautiful out here today. I'm very thankful and blessed that God has given me the opportunity to be out and to enjoy this day like this. You know, I've hitchhiked this road many a times. When I was younger, I used to travel a lot more than I do now. Well, so I would hitchhike down this Highway 97 here so much. It was always a trek. This road led me to many places in my life. So it kind of just is reminiscent of the times of the past. Oh, this is a little more enjoyable now because I'm sober when I'm doing it, so it's actually beautiful. Before, I never really paid attention to how wonderful it is to be on the road hitchhiking. It's actually kind of nice. Here by the bridge going out of town, and I was going to stop here and grab a couple clips here of this information panel here. So if you can't read all the writing on it, I apologize. I just kind of wanted to grab a little bit of it really quick. So it might be a little hard to read that with the water and everything. I don't know if I got close enough to it to be able for you guys to read the thing, but it's got some really good information on it. And if it was maybe a warmer day, I would just stand there and read it for you. So, but I hope it's got some good information. I hope you can read it and give you a little bit of knowledge of what they have for us to know here in this area. One thing is certainly nice. I'm really glad that I picked up these waterproof steel toe boots at the secondhand store while I was in town. And they were a really decent price. They're Wolverines and they were 25 bucks. So I think they were worth it because my feet are warm. And again, they're waterproof, so they should keep them dry too. Now here's an awesome sign here from the Historical Society here in Okanagan County. I'll go ahead and grab a little clip of it and you guys can read that. It's really interesting. One thing's for sure, these boots are super comfortable. I'm like, wow. And you would think that they feel heavy, but they don't. They actually feel light and they're really, really soft inside. It's good for the feet. And I know that I'm hitchhiking home. However, I'm not really that too in a hurry to get there, as I know a few stops along the way that I can stop and give you a little bit of story of how these areas affected my life when I've lived around here and growing up and stuff. So I'm actually gonna come over here and get a little clip of this spot that they call Driscoll Island here. It's called Driscoll Island, if I remember serves correctly, because it's surrounded by the Smokameen River on all sides. And so I believe that this here is the only entrance in and out of here. And so the river has to be down low in order to get in and out of here. I'm not exactly sure if that's still the story to this day. There may be a different way to get in and out of it now. However, this is how we always used to come down and get in here. So this definitely is the road that you drive down through. There was a gate back there that is an access gate for whoever I believe has authorized access through here with a vehicle. But this there definitely was and is the only way that I know of to get through here, personally. Again, that doesn't mean that there isn't another way. It's just the only way that I've ever known. So okay, so that right back there, that's where I was talking about. That's Driscoll Island. And that is where we used to go hunting and stuff when I was a kid. My dad would bring us out here and we'd go hunting for duck and goose and quail, pheasant, you know, all those birds that are able to be hunted in the time. And it's been a long time since I've been hunting, so I can't remember exactly everything we were hunting for, but that was mostly just ducks and geese and pheasant, quail, grouse. And it was a lot of fun. Spent a lot of time out here. Again, that's Driscoll Island out there. And I don't know, I believe somebody farms it now. I don't remember it being farmed when I was a kid. Of course, that was a long time ago and I've slept since then, so. But yeah. So anyways, we're gonna head back out of here and continue our journey. So stay tuned. Yeah, we never know walking through here. We have bighorn sheep that sometimes come down to get to the river. And every once in a while you can catch them out here. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll be blessed to see the herd. Who knows? Keep our fingers crossed. Now behind me up here, behind this ridge right here, there's a lake up there that the water is just jet black. Black as the night sky. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but whenever you get up here to Whistler Canyon cutoff, we'll go up that there and go up there and read the historical marker that's up there, and it should help to remind me of what the name of that lake is. So we definitely are a couple miles out of town, and we're coming up to the Whistler Canyon trailhead sign. Okay, I had to change batteries, so it's just a good thing I have, I think, 5 GoPro batteries. I'm definitely gonna have to order a few more. So, but anyhow, so now, God be willing, we're almost to the turn there to go up to the trailhead to Whistler Canyon. So we have made it that far outside of town, and we're gonna walk up here and go up to the historical marker. It's got some information on there, and I believe a map of the area, so if I remember correctly. So, oh yeah, just stay tuned and we'll get you up there. Now we are walking up the trail right here to the start of the Whistler Canyon trailhead, and this here is the map I was mentioning. We're going to go up here and take a look at it. It looks like some people have been walking through the snow here recently. Now there may be travelers up here, as well, there's footprints all the way up this trail already. And you know, I've lived here my whole life, and I never once came up here. It wasn't until I went to Timothy House, and those guys had been up here before, and so every so often we would schedule to come up. And we'd walk all the way up into the mountains up in there and walk this trail clear back up in there, and it goes a long ways up in there. I mean, long ways. So, and there are different trails you can take to go to other places and stuff, and it's really beautiful. So if ever you get a chance to make it up this way and you like the hike and you want to go back in the woods and just see some beautiful scenery and get in touch with Mother Nature and stuff, this is the place to go, one of many. We're not gonna head up there today. This is just a stop along the way home. I just wanted to share with people where this was at, and maybe during the spring or summer of next year, I'll go ahead and plan a trip up through there and take you guys through there maybe. So yeah, I will promise you this, that it is definitely winter up here in north central Washington. We're right here in the Evergreen State, and well, you wouldn't know that it's evergreen because it's all white. So I have made it here to the Ellis Ford store. A friend of mine picked me up. It was really nice of her. She brought me from just before the smoke shop here near Oroville, smoke shop gas station. She brought me part of the way here to Ellis Ford, and this is about halfway to home, so we're almost there. I'm gonna wait here till the owner of the store comes back. There's a note on the door that says they'll be back in about 5 minutes, so I want to get a couple things here at Dan's Market here in Ellis Ford, and then we'll head back up there. You know, when I see the snow coming down and it all out there like that, it kind of brings back the memory of the manna that was falling from heaven. I almost wonder if this is kind of what it looked like each and every day when it did this. Now I'm not too certain that snow tastes like coriander either, but I thought I would share that with you guys. So I'm here at the crossroads here, just past the Ellis Ford Bridge, going westbound. So what I just remember is that I have an electric hand warmer in my backpack I forgot I had with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig that out and kind of hold on to it. It's a good thing I had to charge it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig that out, kind of hold on to it on the way. My hands are a little cold. The snow is still coming down like super intense, good sized flakes. The size changes periodically here and there. However, it is coming down constant. So then all you gotta do is just hit the one button here, and then it comes on. If I hit it again, we got 3 bars there. We don't need it that warm, so we want it to last a while. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it down to the first setting. And so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to these here for a while, switch it from hand to hand, and kind of help keep my hands warm. They work wonders. So I think I'm gonna get me another one eventually, so that I can have one to hold in each hand as I'm walking sometimes. Especially through the winter, it's really nice to have. So, okay, we're back on our journey. And we're gonna head southbound there on Highway 7. And we're gonna go until we get to the tail turn. What I call the tail turn, that's the Tonasket Ellis Ford Loomis turn. And so when we get to the tell turn, I'll go ahead and talk with you guys a little bit more. So until then, we're just going to continue to walk. So to some degree, I'm pretty thankful that I don't have to drive in this stuff. I mean, not that I really want to spend my entire winter walking around. However, it sure is nice to not have to worry about sliding off the road. It is a little sketch because I have to worry about the drivers coming by. As you know, sometimes Mario Andretti don't know how to get around in the snow, so that's how accidents happen. And however, I do just pray for people that drive like that. I know back whenever I was in my habitual drug and alcohol using days, I drove kind of erratically too. So, and the odd thing is that I never wrecked anything or hit anything. It wasn't until I got sober that all that starts to happen. The irony in that is just weird. The thing is walking on the side of the road while drivers are coming by, they throw that slush at you. And so, not their fault, it's just how it goes when you're walking. So, kind of have to step off to the side a little bit to be able to dodge that stuff. And so, but other than that, it's just so beautiful out here. So thankful to be blessed with the opportunity to be able to be out here in this. You know, it could be 50-mile-an-hour winds coming in from the north on top of snowing like this, and I'm having to trek back and forth. So, of course, I wouldn't be doing that either if I knew it was that cold. However, I've been in town long enough, and I really needed to get back to the home front. Check out the homestead and see what's going on around there. So now we have made it as far as the tell turn. Again, that's what I call it. It's the Tonasket Ellis Ford Loomis T here on Highway 7. So we are about to start to climb up the grade here. So we'll see how far we get up there. We may end up walking the whole thing, and that's okay too. It's a beautiful day for this, to be out walking. You know, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's, you know, that Goldilocks weather, especially if you're moving. So, and I don't have to dress too heavy right now. I just needed a hoodie. And this guy over here, you can hear he's got something to say too. So anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah. So yeah, we're at the tell turn. We're gonna head up this grade here. And it looks really slushy out here, so it's probably going to be a challenge for cars to get up and down here. We'll just keep on moving, and soon we'll be home. But again, it could be ripping hot or bone-chilling cold out here, so I'm very thankful that that is not the weather that I've been blessed with today. And it's good to exercise anyways. You know, keep them joints lubed up, keep that heart going. You know, like the saying goes, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So I'm gonna try to get up here to this turn here. Battery's low in my GoPro again, so I'm gonna have to switch it out. I have 2 live batteries left, so hopefully that'll be enough to get me there. Even though this thing says there's 38%, to keep shutting the camera off, saying the battery's low. So definitely going to be doing some battery charging tonight, so as soon as I get up here. So anyways, back to the journey. just keeps coming down, coming down. This climb is a little bit trying here for a second, but it's good exercise. Almost to the top of the grade here. Oh, yeah. That right there is my Harley buried in the snow. As I didn't have a chance to get up here before this happened to cover it up. This here is my Tundra. It's dead in the water. However, it's all snowed in now too. You can see how thick the snow is on the trailer top here. And I'm thinking Matt is the one that shoveled out a walkway in here, which I thank him so much for doing. Oh, I'll have to go over and give him thanks for that. It's definitely a winter wonderland up here. The snow is literally knee deep up here. I just walked out to get my shovel around the other side of the trailer, and I was clear up to my knees. So it's nice to finally be home. That was an interesting little hitchhiking walk thing. So immediately got the heater on and turn on my propane burners so I can get some real heat going on up in here real fast. So yeah, well, I thank you guys for coming along with the adventure. I hope it was entertaining. It was a little bit chilly. Should have brought some gloves with me. I will definitely have to remember that next time. Before I leave the house, I need to make sure I have my gloves. So, but thankfully, didn't turn into a human popsicle out there. Didn't get run over. And didn't get you wet. Oh. All right, everybody, you have a nice day. Be blessed.